Diversity of life. When we say diversity, it means differences. Therefore, we are talking about the different varieties of life and the sum of species exists in a particular ecosystem. Earth is a place where variety of life lives and survives, such as humans, plants, animals, and of course microorganisms. Life is a gift from God, so that we should value it. Everyone has the right to live, no matter what differences we have. All living things has functions that needs to fulfill and able to maintain balance in our environment. Together, let us witness the beauty of life. Now, let us talk about humans, plants, animals, and microorganisms. First on the list is we have humans. So what are humans? Humans, which we all know that we have a higher rationale among all living organisms, like we have the ability to communicate systematically using words, symbols, body gestures, posture, and facial expressions. Therefore, we are playing big role to maintain balance of our environment, and that is to help all living things like animals, plants, and microorganisms, together with their habitats to preserve and protect. Second on the list is we have plants. So what are plants? Plants are multicellular organisms in the kingdom of Plantae that use photosynthesis to make their own food. They produce most of the world's oxygens and are important in the food chain. As many organisms eat plants, which found essentially everywhere, both in water and on land, plants play a key role in ecosystems. Biodiversity of plants ensures a resource for new food crops and medicines. Plant life balances ecosystems, protects watersheds, mitigates erosion, moderates climate, and provides shelter for many animal species. For humans, plants provide us with food, fiber, shelter, medicine, and fuel. The basic food for all organisms is produced by green plants. In the process of food production, oxygen is being released, and the oxygen being released is obtained from the air we breathe. And we all know that oxygen is very essential to life. Third on the list is we have animals. So what are animals? Animals are living things like humans, plants, and microorganisms that needs food and water to live or survive. Unlike plants, which make their own food, animals feed themselves by eating plants or other animals. Animals can also sense what goes on around them. Animals are very important to our environment. It's because they maintaining the Mother Nature healthy and gives us our needs to meet our demands. Last on the list is we have microorganisms. Microorganisms are organisms or life forms that are small enough to be microscopic. In other words, they required a microscope to be seen. Examples of types of microorganisms includes bacteria, protozoa, viruses, and fungi. Microorganisms have several vital roles in ecosystem, and these are decomposition, oxygen production, and symbiotic relationship. Long ago and now. Long ago, life was different. Long ago, people rode horses to work. Now, we ride in cars. Long ago, people sent someone to deliver letters. Now, we send emails on our computers. Long ago, people used lanterns and candles. Now, we use electric lights. Long ago, people got water with buckets. Now, we get water from faucets. Long ago, people cook on fires. Now, we cook on stoves. Long ago, people clean with brooms. Now, we clean with vacuum cleaners. Long ago, people wash clothes by hand. Now, we wash clothes with washing machines. Long ago, people draw pictures by hand. Now, we use cameras to take pictures. Long ago, life was different. Technology is not only making our day-to-day life easier, but also it improves care and efficiency for all of us. Because today, doctors and nurses use handheld devices to record patients' real-time data and instantly update their medical history. This makes more accurate and more efficient diagnosis and treatments. Centralization of critical patient data and lab results has really improved the quality of healthcare. Thanks to technology, there is better and more accessible treatment for a wide variety of diseases, better and more efficient care for the sick, and better healthcare and disease control. Now, let us talk about HIV. HIV stands for Human Immunodeficiency Virus. The Human Immunodeficiency Virus or HIV is a retrovirus that replicates itself within the bloodstream. After contracting HIV to certain bodily fluids, the body's immune system engages in a losing battle in the virus. As HIV circulates to the bloodstream, it attaches to cells and repurposes them to reproduce more virus using the whole cell's machinery. The virus creates new HIV in a process called budding. The immature virus is released into the bloodstream, where a mature can affect other cells as replicated virus continues to spread throughout the bloodstream. It begins to hamper the body. Immune system destroying white blood cells known as T cells, which are integral part of the immune system. HIV is treated with antiretroviral medication. These drugs are given in combinations and referred to as antiretroviral therapy. ART disrupts the ability of the virus to reproduce itself. If a person living with HIV adheres to their ART regimens, the virus can be reduced to almost undetectable levels within the bloodstream. Nowadays, a person living with HIV can stay healthy and are less likely to transmit the infection onto others. The research to HIV continues and the scientists remain focused on discovering a cure and a vaccine within our lifetime. So what are the symptoms of HIV? And the things you should consider if you get these symptoms? The HIV cases in the Philippines is getting high yearly. So basically, again, HIV is a virus that attacks our immune system. They spread through our bloodstream. Take note that the immune system will become weak because of HIV. So here comes the symptoms of having HIV. First on the list is we have fever. Second, sore throat. Third, rash. Fourth, overfatigue. Fifth, swollen glands. These symptoms will occur during 1 to 2 weeks. All of these symptoms being stated it's because our body is fighting to this virus which we call HIV or Human Immunodeficiency Virus. After 1 to 2 weeks, most likely, the symptoms will no longer affect the patient for about 10 years. That's why this disease is so dangerous, because you will not know if you have or you do not have this certain disease called HIV. The worst part of this is for 10 years that you have not having symptoms of HIV, the virus is continuing on destroying your immune system until it will become super weak. Now, if the immune system is getting weak and weak, here comes again the symptoms of HIV. And this time, it includes, first is we have chronic diarrhea, weight loss, and the patient will have infection over and over again, particularly in skin and lungs. If HIV dominant our immune system, it will cause death for an HIV patient. Now, if you think that you have these symptoms or you have been exposed to HIV, then you should go to blood tests, because blood test is the easiest way to know if you have an HIV. Now, let us talk about HIV transmission. HIV can pass from one person to another through blood or other bodily fluids, but not through saliva. This most commonly happen through unprotected sex, vaginal, anal, or oral, sharing needles, or from HIV-positive pregnant woman with high viral load to her baby, or during pregnancy or breastfeeding. HIV cannot live for long outside the body and cannot be spread through kissing, sneezing, coughing, or sharing utensils or toilet seats. Remember that a healthy-looking person can have HIV, and HIV does not discriminate on gender, sexual orientation, or race, and anyone can become infected. So together, let us fight HIV. My video presentation consists of informations about infectious disease, which is HIV or the human immunodeficiency virus. This will serve as an awareness to all of us to take good care of our immunity and to protect the community. This is part of our microbiology and parasitology course subject requirements. My name is Benjamin Diongo, and I am currently third-year college student taking a Bachelor of Secondary Education major in Science at St. Camillus College of Manaoag Foundation Incorporated. Thank you so much for watching. God bless and stay safe at all times.